Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and whenever you may watch this replay. I'm Sherry with Ratchet Up Your Art, and this is part of the 100-day project where I go live every morning at 4:30 a.m. I am back from being sick. I'm still sick. I'm not 100%, but I'm well enough to be able to show up. So here we are. Um, so good morning, and I'm glad to be back. A couple of things. Um, Today we are going to work on finishing up our boat from last time. Usually on the weekends I do jelly printing, but I feel a little bit behind on some of the collages, so we're going to tackle those. We had a community post with some suggestions. We'll tackle that today as well, and then maybe we'll get back to some jelly printing on Sunday and Monday since I'm off on Monday. And for you, for you veterans out there, thank you so much. We honor you this weekend, and you are in my heart. So, thank you for everything that you have done and sacrificed, you and your families. With that, don't forget my Cardinals, the Conclave launch will end uh, Sunday at midnight. So please feel free to go check out the website there. And just as a reminder, um, if you buy an original, then you can get 4 postcards of prints of the birds for free. And on each back of the postcards is the story about them. So those are definitely coming with the originals. And then also, if the originals are not in your price point, go ahead and check out the postcards because I definitely have a few more of those left um, as well. And so you could go ahead and just purchase those if you'd like to. Um, and they still come with their stories on the back. So again, this ends May 25th at midnight. So definitely am excited about this launch. Really dive deep in when I was watching the Cardinals and what they meant to me. So those are part of the stories that are on the back of the cards. And so um, feel free to take a look at that. Good morning, Mama Juju. How are you? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I will be doing some coughing and probably some sniffling still as my body wakes up from being asleep. So please forgive me on that one. Still working through all the crud. A couple of things here. We'll be working on this one as well as finishing this one up. I have not been in my studio since uh, getting sick the other morning, so it's just no energy, and I'm hoping the energy that I have right now continues, but we'll see what happens. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this guy down, and also now I just want everybody to know that when you use glue and the distressed inks like we did, it will smear just a little bit because these are water reactive inks. And I'm just looking for my other glue. I'm just trying to get my bearings for being out. So it's just gonna take a minute. Okay, so we messed with this boat last time. Oh, Sherry, what are you doing? Um, we messed with this boat last time, and I do want to go back and add some shading to this boat. Oh, I forgot that part. So we'll work through that. I want to make sure is that right where I want that. Oh, come on now. I think I want it a little higher. Let's see. Is that where I want it? I want it to cross over this horizon just a little bit. No, back where I had it. Let's see. Yep, I guess that's where we're going, is right where I had it. So let's get that glued down here. Sorry. Not very talkative at the moment. Sorry about that. Um, we're just gluing this down and I know I put that glue on the paper, but we'll don't know if we'll be using that or not, but it might come back up. I just didn't want to smear the distress oxides that we put on this particular piece. Plus, with the texture of this needed to be glued down a different way. Oh, come on. Okay, that's there. Now, I'm all about planting things, right? So we talked about that before, where right now this boat looks to be just like floating in the ocean, right? He looks a little crooked personally, but is he? I guess not. It's just the movement. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to go back in here and when I say planting something, it's kind of like grounding, right? Grounding is what I'm talking about. And so we want to maybe put some paper or paper right here, but I think I want to go back with texture paste right there. So we're going to do a combination thing here. So the way I made those waves, the way I made those waves was through this stencil right here. So we're going to go back and just add some more stenciling some more texture paste on top and just try to mimic this just a little bit. And what I'm looking for is more of a no, I'm gonna put that right in my glue. I need my desk to be a little bit bigger than it is. Okay, I think we're gonna do more of this right here. Okay. Oh, come on. I can see my patience is not is not there today. Very limited patience. Ah. Oh, that's the wrong texture paste, Sherry. Where's the other one? Okay. If it was a snake, I know it'd bite me. So where is it? Okay. There it is. It was hidden. All right. I really like more of a metal. Um, Dealing with that texture paste, I'd like more of a metal palette knife, but we're gonna go with this one. Now, my thought process behind this, as soon as I stop making a mess, because that's what I do. Um, is is maybe cut out this piece right here. Right now, I'm just scraping off the excess that got onto my piece. Um, there we go. All right. So I may cut out a little piece right here, and the thought process was to have it kind of like as it goes down into this wave a little bit, um, and then it starts to pop back up. So we'll see how that looks after this dries. So we'll come back to that. We'll have to add more texture or more color to it, kind of like what we did here. So we'll let that sit for a moment as soon as I figure out where I'm going to place it. Now, the other piece I was looking at was this piece here, and I had some great comments on what to do with this piece. One of them was using a detailed die cut as a stencil on this piece. Um, that is definitely still an option. Another one was to add wadded up tissue paper on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, only because most of my pieces are not three-dimensional. Or none of my collages are three-dimensional necessarily. So I was trying to stay two-dimensional with my collages, but I might just go back and try that. But one of the other things I was thinking about was taking this stencil here and using I like the greens that are in here. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but we're going to try it out. And the reason why I don't think it'll work, maybe it won't be as bright as I was looking for. So I was thinking about using the distress oxides on here. And I'm probably going to pick a real bright one because I just don't think that the intensity is going to be where I want it. But I'm going to try it. I don't know if that's going to be that one. I got that color twice. Or 3 times. Wow. That's really like that color. I have it 3 times. Okay. Let's see what these 3 colors do. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. But I was just looking to break up all this blue with a different background. And then we'll go from there. I'm just not 100% sure yet. But I like the stencil idea that was suggested. So we're going to try it. Oh, yeah, it's a lot brighter than I thought it would be. So here we are. Okay. Wow, that's pretty bright. Okay. I kind of like it. That was pretty interesting. I was quite surprised by that. Um Now, because it's water reactive, it, I can't put glue on it or it will smear, right? So, um, I do want to do this one little. I'm curious of how this blue would look on it. This peacock feathers. So let's see how that goes. Oh wow, I like that blue. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do after this, and probably just going to shock you. Probably not Mama Juju though, because it it probably won't shock her. She's probably sitting there going, "Go for it, Sherry." I mean, I see that in the comments, but um, speaking of which, did you know that Tim is on today, Mama Juju? I'm going to put this blue. I'm curious of what that would do. Put this blue over this green. It just might turn into a mess, but we're going to do it. Oh, not too bad. Check that out. I don't know. It's probably not news to most of you, but I've never done that before where I've taken like another color on a distress oxide and stenciled over another color. So that's a pretty cool effect. Now, of course, what I've done, right? And we've talked about this before, and now I'm not happy about, but your eye bounces from here to here to here, right? Which is good because that just means it goes across the entire piece. But yeah, I'm gonna do something with this white. I think. Let's just see what's left on here. Okay. Of course, I made a big giant white spot. But what else is new with me? Okay. So now my eye's not bouncing in three corners, but it's a little heavier over here, but that's okay. The white kind of balances that out with the blue. So I'm good with that. Um, so let's do the magic Tim Holtz trick where you spray onto here. Now, I don't know what this is going to turn out to be like, but just one second. I'm looking for my paper towels. All right. I just kind of want to break it up a little bit. It's going to smear anyway. When you try to go glue something down, like all the things are going to happen. So I do like the, oh, that was more of a spritz. Okay, here we go. Let's start dabbing. Oh, I like it. You dab too much though, man. It's all coming up. And a little bit more spritz over here. Yep, it'll run for sure. Let it sit there for just a minute. I need to clean my board, my glass board. It's got glue all over it. All right. I like how now it looks because we did this. Hold on. Because we did the spray. I like how it looks more into the background now. Before it was looking like it was sitting on top. Now it looks like it's sitting more into the background. So it's kind of dulled the colors just a little bit. Okay, we'll just let that sit. Let's see how this looks over here. Is this that's pretty dry. All right. I'm just cleaning off my brush there. Okay. So this is the broken china we used on top of here. I tried to do the spray technique on this. It just did not work as well. Which is fine. But I don't think that it was meant to. It wasn't meant to be, apparently. Now, this is a little bit more blue than this. See, I added more blue than I wanted to, but we can wipe some of that off. There we go, lightening it up just a bit. Much better. Okay. I want to see what this looks like. If I have to, I'll redo it. I want a little bit of the blue. And then follow this just a little bit. Looks like a let's see if we can kind of plant this. It's just like a really big piece. I'm not sure if I'm liking that. So let's make it a little bit smaller. We always have another piece when we cut this. So all I wanted to do was give it an illusion that it's not floating in the air. I kind of like that. And then what would happen if, what does that look like? That might be, I don't know if that's better. Maybe it is. I kind of like it. So then we'll have to just go back and do some coloring, I guess, of it. But shading, not coloring, shading. Ooh, words are hard. Yeah. Okay, so now we just have to do, it's like a big giant swell, like it's in the swell of it. Okay. Sorry, I was just auditioning it. Squirrel. Okay. Markers. Let's see if this will work. Oh, come on now. Posca markers, do the thing. Thank you. Love the pasta markers, but man, sometimes you really got to push that button to get that ink out or paint, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I hit the button too many times. And it doesn't do well like with textures. It's not a fan of textures. Yeah, on texture, you can do it on the texture paste if it's not too gritty, right? So, but it just doesn't flow sometimes the way you want it to. Nope. It's your deal. Okay, thank you for playing. All right. Had to get it going just a little bit. Mhm. I don't think it's dry enough. Maybe that's the problem. It's just giving me a hard time this morning. Yep. Yeah. Come on. What is your deal? It's just not doing the things I need it to do. Yeah. About time for maybe a new marker. I don't know. Let's see how we do with the white. White's working. Well, that's important. Always got to have your white working. Do you know how hard it is to find like if it, until the Posca markers came along, trying to find a white pen has always been difficult for me. I tried all different kinds of pens. All right. It looks blended in enough. I'm good with it. The only thing I don't like is this little piece right here. It looks like it's been chewed off or something. All right. Not where I want it. Okay, let those dry. Now, what I'll do is I will go back and shade this boat because I can't help myself. Get up underneath there, please. Thank you. Otherwise, it looks too flat for me. I don't mind flat collages when they're abstract. I mind them when they're have some realism to them. I am not liking this piece that goes through here, so we're just gonna cut that. There, now it looks like more of the wave, right? So you see how I cut that one little piece off? Just that corner made it go more with the wave. And then it overlaps the boat. So now your boat is what I call planted or grounded, right? So, um, We may go back in there once my Posca marker once this is dry a little bit. I think that's the problem. So once this is dry, we'll go back in there with the Posca markers and clean it up a little bit like we did here. Yep, that's what it is. It's not dry enough. Okay. Can't force it. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. But trust me, I keep trying to force it for sure. Okay. So we'll continue this on Tuesday, seeing where we go with this little guy. He's getting a little dry, but I'm running out of time today. And then I will shade him sometime. I hopefully there's a craft connection coming up. I don't know. By Serendipitous Crafter joining her craft connection. I know that I'll take that moment to work on these little pieces of artwork during that time when she has her craft connection. It's just where you go and create, and it's an hour of creativity. So with others, and that's always been a lot of fun. So if you have not reached out to the Serendipitous Crafter, go check her out. See if you can get on with the craft connection and join us. I know she's open for others to join. So, all right, we'll work on those. And don't forget, the birds are definitely on sale. Once they're gone, they're gone. And the cardinals. Um, and then also I have the postcards as well. So if you're interested in either one of those or just the originals, you get these free. But both of these are on my website if you're interested. So I do appreciate you joining me and being patient while I was sick for 2 days, still trying to work through it. But every day we get a little bit better. So thank you for watching Ratchet Up Your Art, and I hope you enjoy your day. And I will see you tomorrow.